Football fans, fasten your seatbelts, because this one is massive. The transfer market is heating up, and Liverpool might just be on the verge of pulling off one of the biggest deals of the summer. Could Alexander Isak, Newcastle's superstar, striker, finally be Anfield-bound? Today we break down all the twists, turns, and behind-the-scenes developments in this transfer saga. Stay locked in, because you don't want to miss a single detail of this story. Let's start with the latest bombshell. Wolves boss Vitor Pereira has officially opened the door for striker Jorgen Strand Larsen to leave the club, if Newcastle meet the right price. That's right, the man who scored twice in 17 minutes. To flip the game against West Ham is suddenly at the center of a tug-of-war. And here's where it gets juicy. Newcastle's pursuit of Larsen could be the key domino that unlocks Alexander Isak's potential move to Liverpool. Think about it. Newcastle can't afford to lose Isak without lining up a replacement, right? They've already seen their $50 million offer for Larsen rejected last week. Just yesterday, they came back with $55 million, and guess what? Wolves still turned it down, but Pereira didn't exactly slam the door shut. His exact words? Football is football. Every player has a price, even Messi or Cristiano. That's not just a hint. That's practically an invitation. He's saying, pay up, and the deal is yours. And if Newcastle do, Isak's path to Anfield gets clearer than ever. Now here's the drama. Strand Larsen has only just sealed his saga permanent move to Wolves this summer after scoring 14 goals on loan last season. He's become an instant fan favorite. And yet 2 games into the new campaign, his future is already under question. Pereira insists Larsen is fully committed and won't force a move, but we all know how quickly loyalty can change in football once a top-6 side comes knocking. For Liverpool fans, though, this entire saga is less about Larsen and more about what it means for Alexander Isak. Isak has been nothing short of sensational since arriving at Newcastle. His pace, finishing ability, and intelligence on the ball make him one of the most dangerous forwards in the Premier League. But behind the scenes, there's been talk of his desire to test himself on an even bigger stage. And what bigger stage is there than Anfield under Jorgen Klopp? Here's where it gets even more interesting. Newcastle are desperate to bring in a striker before letting Isak go. Their first-choice targets, like Benjamin Sesko and Hugo Ekitike, have already slipped through their fingers. Brentford are digging their heels in over Jon Wissa. That leaves Larsen as the most realistic option before the window slams shut on Monday, September 1st at 7 p.m. Imagine the clock ticking down, the pressure mounting, and Newcastle scrambling to finalize Larsen so they can free up Isak. This is classic deadline day drama waiting to unfold. And Liverpool fans, what a signing this would be. Isak's profile fits the Reds perfectly. He's tall, quick, versatile, and can link play just as well as he finishes. With Mohamed Salah's future constantly being questioned and Darwin Núñez still inconsistent, Isak could be the man to lead the line for years to come. Klopp has been looking for that perfect striker who combines flair with composure, and Isak ticks all the boxes. But let me throw this to you, the fans. Do you think Liverpool really need another striker, or should the club prioritize strengthening the midfield and defense instead? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading every single one. Let's also not forget the added spice. Newcastle have just lost 3-2 to Liverpool in dramatic fashion. Talk about timing, Eddie Howe admitted after the game that they're still chasing attacking options, but he refused to name names. That silence speaks volumes. If Larsen walks through the doors at St. James's Park, don't be surprised if Isak's representatives are already on the phone with Liverpool the very next day. So, here's the reality. Everything comes down to Newcastle paying Wolves' asking price. If they do, Larsen moves, Isak is free, and Liverpool could finally make their move. But if Newcastle stall, Isak may have to wait another year before his Anfield dream comes true. And here's the kicker. Liverpool aren't the only ones watching. Clubs across Europe know Isak's quality. If Liverpool don't act fast, someone else will. To wrap this up, Liverpool's hopes of landing Alexander Isak might rest in Wolves' hands.